If you've been sitting on long-form videos, you know the struggle of getting a steady stream of usable shorts. You want to maximize reach, but living inside Premiere Pro just to pull out quick reels is completely draining. This is precisely why you need to try a tool that essentially turns that single long video into ready-to-post clips automatically. It handles the cutting, schedules the delivery, and organizes everything neatly inside a content calendar. This setup allows you to run a powerful posting engine without the inevitable creator burnout that comes with manual work. The key benefit is that it removes the tedious production steps so you can dedicate your time to the truly creative aspects. Let's walk through the exact process for turning one long interview or podcast into a batch of perfectly consistent clips. We will cover finding those engaging moments, maintaining brand look across every format, and setting up the auto-posting schedule. Think of this entire system as building a highly efficient, personalized content production line. The initial premise is refreshingly simple. You upload that long source video, perhaps a 45-minute recorded stream. The system then analyzes the entire file, intelligently finding moments where engagement naturally spiked. It automatically slices out these high-potential, bite-sized segments that are primed to perform well online. However, simply spitting out random clips won't build the recognizable character or branding your audience expects. To ensure cohesion, you must establish a cohesive visual identity before you even begin the auto-generation phase. This means deciding on the essential look, the framing for your host, a signature thumbnail style, and your chosen font choices. I always start by selecting 1 or 2 reference frames from the source, where the speaker looks their absolute best. Use these strong moments as your visual anchor, picking out good lighting, strong eye contact, and expressive gestures. The next crucial step is saving this exact look as a reusable template within the system. This template will lock in the thumbnail crop, the specific title placement, your preferred font, and any color overlays. Consequently, every single clip Vizard pulls from the source will immediately inherit that exact same design fingerprint. If you have a recurring on-camera personality, treat that person like a recognizable character that viewers expect to see. Consistency in framing or title style builds immediate recognition, no matter how many clips the audience scrolls through. Moving on to selection, frame the AI-suggested highlights mentally using a 3-part checklist: subject, motion, and style. For the subject, ask what is actively being explained or demonstrated within that short segment. For motion, consider how the speaker is moving. Are they using big hand gestures or maintaining a static, tight close-up? Finally, determine the aesthetic style. Should the titles be punchy and upbeat, or maybe use a calmer pastel color grade? This mental framework ensures that the clips you approve will edit together cleanly and feel intentional back to back. It is important because a clip heavy on motion feels drastically different in tempo than a very static shot. If you group similar emotion types together when publishing, your entire feed will maintain a much more coherent feel. Vizard assists this by allowing you to tag clips so you can filter them later by energy level or topic focus. For example, you can easily tag one batch as high energy moments and another set as calm explainer content. Let's discuss consistency across shot sizes, making the transition from a tight close-up to a wider medium shot feel seamless. The primary editing trick is to keep the eyes and the main focal point perfectly aligned between those perspective changes. I frequently use the built-in cropping presets to generate the vertical, square, and landscape versions from the exact same clip source. If a derived crop still feels slightly off, I export the frame and nudge the subject framing in a design program. After adjusting, I re-upload that refined frame to serve as the definitive visual reference for that clip across all formats. This meticulous attention to alignment is vital because sudden shifts in the focal point make the edit feel jarring and unprofessional. Maintaining that consistent framing, even through rapid cuts, makes the viewing experience feel like one continuous thought. This is just applying classic, time-tested editing logic directly to the challenges of modern short-form content creation. Now, let's talk about keeping the motion within the clips as natural as possible, avoiding AI over-edits. Sometimes the AI highlight finder over-dramatizes moments with excessive zooming, heavy stabilization artifacts, or wild trims. You need to think of the system as having a motion strength slider that you can consciously dial down for safety. Less aggressive motion results in safer, more realistic clips that maintain facial continuity, which is essential for human subjects. However, for purely visual elements like B-roll footage of water or lighting effects, you can afford to be more adventurous with the motion. If the goal is a recognizable personality, always lean towards subtle edits, like slight head nods or gentle hand movements. These small actions provide enough life to the shot without ever compromising the integrity of the speaker's expression. Now for the real secret sauce, leveraging saved templates and applying repeated editing rules across your entire output. Anytime an edit successfully lands a punchline or you nail a great title animation, save that exact configuration as a template. Think of these templates as standardized seeds. Using the same seed guarantees a predictable and consistent output every time. The auto-edit feature is a fantastic starting point for generating rough drafts of highlights, but the true professional power comes when you immediately layer your own battle-tested templates on top of those drafts. This repetition is exactly what makes clips from the same series look like they were all produced in one unified session. Use identical intro titles, the same lower thirds design, and the same final color grade to build brand muscle. Next, we need to wisely decide what motion the AI should handle versus what should remain static and untouched. AI excels at breathing subtle life into static elements like background textures, gentle camera movements, or hair movement. Conversely, it often struggles severely with complex choreography or trying to perfectly execute precise physical actions. Therefore, select elements that scale well for automation. Focus on eyes, mouth positions, and background environment movement. These controlled motions add that desirable cinematic polish without pushing the automated engine into an awkward zone. If your clip requires complex action like sports or dancing, it's usually smarter to use native footage or a real cutaway. The final step involves upscaling and polishing the export to truly make those short clips pop for the viewer. While the built-in export is good, a quick polish pass can add a slight sharpening and an audio mastering touch for voice clarity. If your source footage was high resolution, always export at the highest bitrate available to preserve that quality. Be realistic though, gentle upscaling can enhance older files, but you can never magically generate detail that wasn't there. The source quality will always dictate the final output, so better input equals demonstrably better output. Never underestimate the sheer power of background music selection in driving overall clip performance. Stick to short, royalty-free tracks that perfectly match the specific mood or vibe you are trying to convey. I often utilize AI playlist generators that suggest tracks based on the desired feeling to speed up this selection process. When you consciously cut your edits to match the beat of the underlying track, the entire piece feels significantly more intentional. Using one consistent music theme across a batch of clips makes your entire weekly output feel musically unified. This consistency ties everything together, ensuring viewers subconsciously recognize your series sound. Here is where the scheduling and content calendar features truly shine and automate the final mile. Once the batch is exported, you can set the desired posting frequency and let the AI handle the initial auto-scheduling. However, never become entirely passive. Always give the proposed calendar a quick human review. Use that review time to reorder clips based on energy flow or to ensure a strong narrative arc across the day's posts. For creators needing daily uploads without the manual upload chore, this auto-schedule feature is an absolute game changer. The flexibility of the calendar means you can pivot instantly, moving a clip, updating a caption, or swapping a thumbnail before launch. Finally, let's address the landscape against other flashy AI video tools currently emerging on the market. You see tools promising full generative video or creating completely synthetic characters, which are certainly impressive demos. The problem with those is often the trade-off, either insane computational costs or extremely strict content generation rules. For instance, generating several minutes of entirely synthetic footage can cost a creator an impractical amount of money at scale. Other tools focus exclusively on stylized avatars, which might fit a niche, but they won't manage your complex content calendar. Vizard's core strength is built around practical scale, designed specifically for creators who need to publish consistently every week. It is not trying to rebuild the entire visual world in 3D. It's built to make your existing content potent and easily distributable. That pragmatic focus, turning long videos into clips and automating the posting, is the critical difference maker. As a final piece of advice, always enforce at least one shared visual anchor across all your short-form content. This anchor could be a specific font style, a recurring color palette, or a unique lower third graphic element. Treat your saved templates like digital gold. Reuse them religiously because your audience absolutely notices that consistency. Commit to one primary music theme for a whole week or an entire series to give your channel a sound signature. Use the tagging and filtering features not just for organization, but to strategically batch your content by energy level. This lets you consciously decide, today we post the high-impact clips, and tomorrow, today is for the calm explainers. So, I have to ask, what incredibly valuable long video are you finally going to turn into a consistent content engine? Drop a comment below if you want me to quickly outline a sample workflow based on your specific podcast or live stream. If you are new to this concept, please stick around as we continuously test these tools and share the most effective templates. We are committed to sharing only the templates and workflows that genuinely stand up to real-world publishing demands. This entire system saves you hours by automating the repetitive structure so your genius can focus solely on the message. Don't just record content. Start building your own scalable, always-on publishing mechanism today. Because consistency beats intensity every single time in the long run of digital content creation. The ability to repurpose effortlessly is the future of efficient content marketing, and this is how you get there. Remember, every long video you have already produced is simply a massive, untapped reservoir of short-form gold. Start refining your templates now because excellent foundations save exponential effort later on. Use the saved clips and templates to test different posting times and see which resonates best with your established audience segments. The freedom from daily editing stress is waiting for you just past the initial setup phase. Review your reference frames often to ensure your visual identity hasn't drifted too far from your initial creative intent. Embrace the power of batch processing. Conquer your content creation for the entire week in just one afternoon session. Make sure your B-roll choices complement the speaker's energy rather than fighting against the primary narrative tone. Always check the audio levels across all exported clips one last time to guarantee supreme listener experience. If you find a rare moment with perfect pacing, save the exact cut points as a micro-template for future reuse. Using the calendar to post during peak traffic windows is crucial, so set those times intelligently. Don't let complexity stop you. The initial learning curve is easily overcome by focusing only on that first reference frame. The goal is automation that serves your creativity, not automation that dictates your creative choices. Take control of your repurposing by implementing this template and tagging system this week. Cheers to turning that mountain of video into a steady, predictable flow of engaging social content. Happy clipping, and I look forward to seeing what incredible transformations you achieve with this streamlined process.